What's good, my people? Welcome to Black Social TV. My name is Dennis the Business. Click subscribe. We are talking ASAP Rookie. Welcome back home. But one thing to tell you here is when they tell you that America is the greatest country in the world, you must realize that yes, it is. Now, the case that got involved with the big guys in the game like Kanye West, Jay Z, there was Kim Kardashian, just to mention but a few, plus posters being posted on some of the streets of the USA. Rakim Mayers could be one of the guys who's made a name since July 3rd, where he got arrested in this assault case, as the prosecutors claimed. Now, just when he was lying before court, the prosecutors still stuck to the reason that ASAP Rocky, in that case or in the video, he held a green bottle that he used to hit to one of the guys who, or the attackers in this case. But ASAP Rocky still filed a not guilty verdict, and he explained that he only held the bottle to put the guy on to the ground. But some of the tweets that woke up the Sweden authorities include this one here, where Donald J. Trump tweeted that very disappointed the Prime Minister Stefan for being unable to act. Sweden has let our African American community down in the US. I watched the tapes of ASAP Rocky and was being followed and harassed by the troublemakers. This that time, Donald J. Trump just ended the tweet by writing the treat Americans fairly. Now, little did we know that this was getting serious. Donald Trump, obviously, him getting involved, it had Kanye West going to or calling the Oval Office of the president and talking to the president to actually get involved in this issue. And obviously, uh, Stefan replied to Donald Trump that we won't actually treat Americans differently. Everyone has to follow the law. But hey, just so yesterday, Donald J. Trump still tweeted that and said that ASAP Rocky released from prison and on his way home to the United States from Sweden. It was a rocky week. Get home as soon as possible. ASAP. Yes, also known as Rakim Mayers. Now, obviously, there were jubilations and salutations just yesterday midnight, where ASAP Rocky landed in a private jet and was taking selfies with the folks that he found at the airport. He spent about 45 minutes in the private lounge right there, and he was talking to a few of the people. Now, this case had ASAP Rocky's mom obviously get to Sweden right there, attend those court sessions, but one thing for sure, August 14th will be the final decision for ASAP Rocky. But the sources do say that ASAP Rocky does not need to go to Sweden, but the final decision will just be written down. Now, the other, before ASAP Rocky was released, indicates that one of the U.S. measures right there, I mean, the U.S. authorities told the Sweden authorities that this case of Esa Proki would actually affect the bilateral relationships right there if they do not really act as soon as possible. The prosecutors wanted to hold Asa Proki in jail till the final trial right there. But all the guys who live, all the U.S. authorities that live in the in Sweden right there had to get involved to get ASAP Rocky as soon as possible. Now, this follows this assault case that one of the victims obviously say that ASAP Rocky had hit him with a bottle on his head. But when you watch the video, it wasn't actually as he had said it. The good thing is the whole video had what we call evidence in court, and it was a little bit confusing right there, as the witnesses all were unable to explain what had happened. So, which means the evidence here gets lost. Now, to get to the comments of the people right here, what the people do comment here. They say that Andrew Smith says, "Yep, came home in the same damn scarf." Obviously, man, the guy did not have clothes. Now, Sean Kellison says, and then proceeds to kneel for the anthem. Then Someone here says Sweden is happy to be rid of him for this moment. He disrespected their laws. He is no saint. Now, Linda says that good, I'm glad he's in the USA. I'm not going to Sweden again, just what I would of done. Now, Truth Sayer says, welcome back home ASAP. This publicity stunt will do wonders for your ticket sales. Now, I wonder how people say that this is a public stunt. This was a real thing. The videos were there. Asa Proki was arrested July 3rd on assault allegations. And obviously, also everyone putting up the hashtag that is free Asa Proki. Now, Truth Sayer says, did you know that the people who say things about black people are actually black people pretending to be white and vice versa? It's a shame. People want to stir up hatred and strife against their own race. Now, Mikey says a few weeks in jail and he turns into a transvestite, unless that's his mother. Okay, a few weeks is all it takes. Uh, there's a lot of comments here. I cannot really finish everything. But one thing for sure is Asa Proki is back home, safe and sound, and the other two guys who are on his entourage also released as soon as possible and they returned back home. Now, August 14th, let's wait for the decision. As for the US Sweden bilateral relationships, they're a little bit complicated as of now. My name is Dennis the Business. Do as the scroll says. Click subscribe. Thanks for watching.